Ex-Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard has shocked a BBC panel after claiming she would have voted to remain as UK trade deals with Australia are underway. This week, it was reported the UK and Australia are aiming to strike a free trade deal in record time as Brexit negotiations are ongoing. Australia's Trade Minister Simon Birmingham said he hoped negotiations could be completed by the end of 2020. Mr. Birmingham told the Financial Times, "I do hope that if we can, we could get something settled before the end of the year. But that would be record-breaking time for trade deals." International Trade Secretary Liz Truss published the UK's negotiating objectives for trade deals with Australia and New Zealand. She said trade agreements with the two countries would make good on the promise of Brexit. However, Ms. Gillard revealed she worries people believe a deal with Australia is somehow a substitute for being on the doorstep of a market with 500 million people. Speaking on the BBC's Politics Live, Ms. Gillard said, "If I had been a citizen of the United Kingdom, I would have voted to remain. But you are where you are and you need to work your way through it. A lot gets talked about in terms of trade deals with other countries, and of course there is a prospect of a trade deal with Australia. And we are always open for trade deals, we are a great trading nation. But I do worry that people are starting to imagine a trade deal with Australia as somehow a substitute for being on the doorstep of a market with 500 million people. It's not." The former Prime Minister, who held the position from 2010 to 2013, went on to say a deal with Australia will not be a huge economic bonanza given EU trade issues post-Brexit. She said, "And in terms of the size of our current trading relationship, you're on our list of biggest two-way trade: China, Japan, US, Korea, India, New Zealand, Singapore, the UK. So if a trade deal boosts that a bit, fabulous. But it's not going to be a huge economic bonanza given the EU trade issues that will come out of Brexit, subject to how it's handled." The UK government hopes deals with Australia and New Zealand will boost the coronavirus recovery by opening up new markets for businesses and creating jobs. Its analysis suggests the value of UK exports to the two countries could increase by a huge £1 billion as a result of trade agreements.